what to do to avoid being raped.
As you can see, a gentleman who has just returned home. He has had some few drinks. He comes to meet a lady who is a stepdaughter, sleeping on a couch with her legs exposed. On the normal circumstance, this is not even a very bad clothing, but because the woman is asleep and the man has had some few drinks, he sees what invites him. And then quickly, because the woman too is asleep and not very well dressed, he jumps on her, and the next thing that happens is very awkward. His own stepdaughter is being raped by him.
Do you know that women can also rape people?
In this video, as you can see, a young lady has been invited over into another woman's home, and the woman is a rapist. Apparently, she's a lesbian who is interested in this girl. She invites her to her house and offers to give her a drink. The young lady doesn't know exactly the reason why the older woman has invited her, but she trusts her and accepts a drink from the older woman. Now, what next will shock you, because little did she know that she was going to be raped, or she was going to enter into such an awkward situation with a fellow woman. But you see, as she takes the drink from the woman, the drink has already been spiked with something that causes her to fall asleep. So the moment she begins to drink, she will feel dizzy. But there are three things to note, as it will be explained in the video, in my explanation later. The woman has been flattering her. As she drinks, she keeps flattering her. She keeps telling her how beautiful she is. She keeps touching her thigh. She keeps looking at her from head to toe and observing her in a way. As you can see, the lady is about to feel dizzy, and she doesn't take note of all these things. And that is where the problem comes in, because she didn't know exactly the intention of the older lady. She blindly trusted her. And then what happens is that once she got to know that the lady has fallen asleep, she pounces on her, and then the next thing is she has been raped. Now, if you look at this video closely, there are some clues. And
So welcome back. Now, looking at these two videos, there are some things that we can learn from it. Number one, as a young woman, as a woman in general, there are things that you can do to avoid rape. One of them being this: always make sure that you are not overexposed, especially to strangers. Now, in the first video, you saw that the lady was overexposed, not even to a stranger, to a part of the family. And yet, the member of the family couldn't avoid the temptation. The lady was raped. Number one, make sure you are not overexposed. If you are somebody who sleeps too much and who doesn't know how to take care of yourself when you sleep, especially if you are in a place where you are sharing the room or the apartment with other people you cannot trust, then it is better to dress well before you sleep. Exposing yourself in a sleep is one of the main reasons why people get raped. You think you are more apt to sleep in a compound or a place where other people are using with you or occupying with you, then you make sure that you are well dressed and that you are well protected whilst you sleep. Number 2, avoid getting into awkward places and situations with people who are stronger than you, especially people who are in high positions than you. Is your boss trying to invite you to places where you are not comfortable? It is one of the major signs of somebody who is a potential rapist. If you don't have any business going into places which are awkward with your bosses and stronger people, make sure you avoid it as much as possible. Your boss or somebody who is in a higher authority than you calling you into places where you cannot trust them, you do not have to consent and go because the person is your boss.